Konnichiwa, hello one and all, Kenoso Otaku is here with you today, back with more Fall of Porcupine on the Nintendo Switch. Hope everyone's doing well today, and hope you all had a happy, safe, overall good Thanksgiving. Mine was pretty uneventful, to be honest. Just had ordered in pizza with one of my cousins, and that was about it. Didn't have any, well, family got together out of town, but didn't really want to travel. And you'll have to excuse me. Apparently, I guess I consider it to be sciatica, nerve pain, in my right leg has been flaring up the last couple days, so, hasn't been too pleasant. If I am on my feet for a while, it's fine. If I'm sitting down, it's fine. But if I have to either stand up or bend over to pick something up, it's not too great. It's basically like, yeah, throbbing pain in my right leg that doesn't feel too great. Last time I had it, I ended up getting just like a tapering steroid to take over the course of like 5 days, and by the end of that course it was gone. Well, actually, the first time I had it, it worked really well. The second time I had it, it was still kind of an issue by the time I got finished, but it more or less faded away after a while. So I'm kind of worried if I do get another one that it might not work as well. Or it's like I'll take it and it won't have any effect. But I'm gonna try to get some more over the next few days. I'll be working most of this upcoming week, so just gonna have to hope for the best and see how things go. But anyways, I don't believe anyone watched the last stream, which may be for the best. If you want to watch it, you're more than welcome to. To sum it up, it took place during the events of the evening of the Hibernation Festival and then the night at the hospital. Had some technical issues with the game where certain characters had to be in certain places, and it was not working that way. And when I tried to reload, it was basically going clear back to the beginning of, going into the festival, so a lot of the content I had to skip over. Finally got to go through, got to the hospital, and unfortunately our dear resident Irma had passed. Well, she didn't pass before we got there, but we managed to get her a hazelnut candle, and she was able to tell us one more story before she passed, and it was about as I expected. One of those moments where it's just like, it hit the gut really hard. And to think about, especially people working in hospitals like that, you meet patients, some that you grow very attached to, and one moment they're there, the next they're not. So as far as I know, I think we're picking up basically the morning after, or like he's, he finished his shift, and Finley's now coping with that loss. Oh, that's all you're gonna say? Alright. So, well, I guess you can see from here, the hat that Carl made me wear to distract people while he was gathering thrown out food to give to those less fortunate in the town. And then that is a trophy for the stew competition that our friend Mia won. we had to help her. She was missing a key ingredient, and that was the part where the game decided it did not want to load in characters right in the right spot. And actually, it was, I think part of it was like, I think Pina, was that her name? The girl at the flower shop was following me, and she just froze in place, and she was a key part to one of the segments, and basically wasn't doing anything. Alright, so we are dressed up for the winter weather because the snow did come, like Irma had predicted, and of course with the fall, or I guess the bringing of the winter weather was her time to go. Got a nice little loading screen there for a change. Wow, looks like someone got on the wrong side of the bed this morning. What happened? Didn't you enjoy the hibernation festival? Things aren't so great right now, Alfio. Can I help you? No. Oh. Getting a little on the depressing side now. I just noticed that it's not like really on like spot on, but there's little footprints that are appearing, and then they start to fade away, like they're getting covered back up with snow. No. Anytime that pops up, I'm like, I'd rather walk. I might go down this way, see if there's anything different, and then I'll head up the main route. Because really what I should be doing is going to Gilbert's bar to check on gosh, I can't even think of his name. I'm not hungry. Guess I picked the wrong day to go shopping. Most of the stores are closed. Brr, it's really cold today. I'm glad our display windows have double glazing. That will get many customers in this weather, though. Maybe it's the right day to to take a little time off. Yeah, he's usually so social with people, and now it's like, yeah, he's not talking to anyone. Finley! Is everything alright? Not really, if I'm honest. It's Irma, isn't it? Giuliano called me this morning. I'm already making her memorial figurine. It's so sad. I was really fond of old Irma. She was my patient. I was there when she died. Couldn't do anything for her. I'm so sorry to hear that, Finley. That must have been awful. I don't know how I feel yet. I hardly slept, even though I was exhausted after the night shift. I thought I was prepared for something like this, but Irma was... I know, Finley. Everyone knew Irma. Everyone loved her. And she was lucky you were her doctor. I'm late. We could talk more another time, okay? So, yeah, unfortunately, young Finley here, you know, bright, upstart, junior doctor at St. Ursula's, and got his first real experience with one of the harsh realities of this type of work. You do what you can for your patients, and above all else, just if their time has come, make it as painless as possible. So I do feel like if I'm supposed to do my rounds today, this is gonna be when like the difficulty spikes up and it's like I'm not doing as good as I should be, and it's gonna be intended that way. Like they want me to basically fail. Giuliano, I'm really sorry that Irma was... Nope, I can't do it yet. I don't want to talk to you today, Nino. Not today. I sense a dark cloud over you, young one. You had a death on your ward, right? It's never pretty, that's for sure. But the river of life flows on regardless. Let it carry you. We all get swept into the great sea of eternity one day.
Morning. Have a nice weekend. Why the gloomy face?
Morning, Ingrid. I'm not in a great mood.
Is it because of Mrs. Dicalma? I'm sorry, kid. Really. I like the old lady, too.
I was hoping I'd feel better after the weekend.
Well, I guess you're just one of those people who feels a lot for others. Just make sure it doesn't become a problem for you. That's a part of our profession, kid. Try to focus. There's enough living people around here who need your help. I get it, though. They say that the first death really sticks with you.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I'll focus and try my best.
That's the spirit.
Well, he's got his eyes wide open now, so maybe that's a good sign. Finley, I heard the news this morning. You want to talk? Maybe grab a coffee or something? No. I want to get my work done first. Okay. If you want to talk later, just come and find me, okay? Good morning, Finley. How are you? Alright, I think. A patient died yesterday. Your patient. I imagine Irma's death is still on your mind. Nevertheless, I would ask you, don't let your performance levels drop. We can't let these things affect our work. Got it. You can rely on me. You know the drill. We'll talk again once you finish treating your patients. Try to make this a good day, Finley, in spite of everything. Good luck. Oh, one more thing. Irma died of complications from pneumonia. She was old, her immune system just couldn't hold everything off. She remained stable for a while. However, her condition worsened during her stay here. These things happen sometimes. The incident with the water damage in her room probably didn't help either. What I'm trying to say is, you did nothing wrong. I've even made a note to that effect in my report. I assigned you to treat Irma, and that was the right decision. I'm sure of it. Alright, and friends are doing a good job of showing their support. Alright, who do we got today? We got the owl. Oh, we got two owls. I'm not sure who the second one is. The one on the left is an older patient, I think. The one on, or the bat on the far right is the overworked, well, yeah, overworked bat, I guess. The middle one, I don't think I've, well, I might have met him before, but I don't recognize him. Morning, Finley. Irma's bed was empty this morning. I fear she didn't make it. Sorry to ask, but that must have been your first death, right? Oh, man. Try to get over it. The sooner you get used to it, the better. Sounds harsh, but to be honest, that's, well, probably some very good advice. Oh yeah, this owl's the one that knows his symptoms, and you know, he thinks he knows everything basically. Now, my dear colleague, what's your assessment of your health status?
My withdrawal symptoms are diminishing, and so's the pain.
Good. Do you mind if I examine you?
That's what I'm here for.
I actually can't remember if this one's a guy or a girl, so. Okay, just barely. We're going to keep increasing your vitamin B1 and energy intake. Your liver's on the mend.
Are you sure? Nonsense, my liver's had it.
The readings are clear.
Really?
You came to us just in time. Feel free to take a look for yourself. We'll have to keep you here for a few more days for observation. If you want to keep on living, you need to keep off the alcohol. Forever.
Clear, honest words. I like it.
Maybe something will come of you after all, in the distant, far-off future. But what I do or don't do is none of your business, understand? I've given you my medical opinion. What you do with it is entirely up to you. I feel like it was a girl, but I'm not gonna bother with it. Because I was like looking at the eyes, it's like, is that purple eyeshadow just barely faint on there? I honestly can't tell, so I won't worry about it right now. Oh, right, yeah. Good morning, Miss Van Gallen. Is it that time already? Your colleague said you'd be checking on me again today. Well, looks like she was right. Shall we get straight to it? I'm sure you want to get back home, too. Alright, 4 pills. We need to take one of those. One of those. One of these. Ooh. One of those. That. Oh no, the orange is way off. Alright, let's... Yeah, because there's only one orange there, so let's get rid of this. And this for now. And then... well, let's just start fresh, okay. Because, yeah, I'm going to have to do this to get the orange up. So, honestly, I need 2 of these. One of those. And I think one of these. And that might be good. Yeah, works out. Yep, I'm seeing a significant improvement. You know what? I'm actually feeling a lot better today. Better than I have in years. I feel like I'm really aware of my surroundings again. Sounds like the medication is doing its job. Yes, but I think there's more to it than that. I managed to talk to Dr. Gotera again, and it was like he tore down a wall inside me. Suddenly I saw everything I used to think was important in a different light. I decided to change my life around completely. I don't want to end up here again. I want to be able to focus on other things, instead of just living for my job. I called my boss this morning and requested 4 weeks off. That's great. That's not what she thought, though. She threatened to fire me on the spot. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't be. I am the island. I am the sea. And maybe unemployed. But I don't care at all, and that's great. I'll do my exercises, and follow my heart more. Thank you for helping me. I'll make sure to thank Dr. Gotera again before I leave too. Have a great day. And look after yourself. So, Dr. Gotera is the... I want to say the surgeon. I'm not sure if he's a surgeon or just on one of the other floors, but he was the pheasant that was on the ground floor. He's more of like a spiritualistic type. Why? Okay, this is gonna be tricky. Why is the camera being weird like that? You're Emma, right? Okay. Miss Emma Strawberry Yogurt, right? No! I'm Emma Smith. Oh, right, that's what it says here. Must have read it wrong. How are you feeling, Emma Smith? I miss my home. And I got a tummy ache, too. You did get some pills, didn't you? But it's still not better yet? No. Alright, let's take a little closer look at what's up with your tummy then. And I still don't understand this diagnosis thing. Alright, so that one's completely fine. Let's put the blood drop there. Okay, got 2. Okay, blood drop. I'll move here. What did I have from the first one? Oh. Well, I guess in that case, let's try the stomach here. And then what else did I not have in the first one? Oh, that was very lucky. I think your pain is because of your food allergy. I read that you're not allowed to eat certain things, is that right? Yes. So are you watching what you eat then? Yeah, but... Well, what is it, Emma? Well, Gerda said that after the hibernation festival you can eat as many nuts as you want. Is Gerda your mom? No, my mom's name is Mom, and she's away. So who's Gerda then? Gerda Niesdork. I always visit her when I'm homesick. She's a doctor, like you. Wait a minute. Do you mean Dr. Neisdorf? Yeah. Can you do me a favor, Emma? Okay. Please don't eat any more nuts. I'm sorry, but your tummy doesn't like nuts, not after the hibernation festival. Oh. I mean, I know. It's mean, I know, but your tummy aches are mean too, aren't they? Yes. So you keep off the nuts, and we'll think of some nice things for you and your tummy to eat, okay? Yeah, okay. Okay, camera's fixed. Oh wait, nope, gotta go back this way. All done? Yep. Took you longer than usual today, but given the circumstances, I'm willing to turn a blind eye to that. Let's see. Hey. What have you got for me today? I don't have anything for you. Dr. Theobald was asking after you. Oh, really? Why? I couldn't say. However, he did ask if I could give you the rest of the day off. I'm not happy about it, but I said yes. I guess it must be something important then. Do you think I should go to his office? You can see if you like, but you won't find him there. How do you know? Because he just made himself comfortable in our break room. Oh, strange. That's just the way he is. I guess I'll pop in and see him then. As you wish. Theobald, is that the chief of medicine? I feel like it is. Yep. I might try it. I don't know if it's gonna be good or not. Because I was like, he's a rooster. Why didn't I do like a foghorn leghorn voice for him? We'll see. Finley, there you are. Thank you for coming. Sure, Dr. Theobald, what can I do for you? Nothing, but I want to talk to you. First of all, I would like to thank you. You've done an excellent job these past few days. Thanks. Is that all you wanted? No, not at all. Heard about Irma Dicalma's passing, of course. A tragedy, truly. Like so many others here in Porcupine, I knew Irma well and liked her a lot. I'll miss her very much, the whole town will. But you were the one who looked after her and were there for her in her final days. Is Irma the first patient who's died under your care? Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that. It's not uncommon to struggle getting your... Okay, let's see what they're trying to say here. It's not uncommon to struggle getting your mind off of them the first time. Trying to get them off your mind. Yeah, they put in an extra your, so getting them off your mind the first time. I still remember my first two. I think I know what you mean. Still think about Mrs. Dicalma a lot. Just try not to let those thoughts affect you too much. After all, there are still plenty of other people depending on your help. Don't get distracted from looking out for them. It's Irma's funeral service this afternoon. It'll be held at Gilbert's. Giuliano hosts most of the funerals in this town. I'm sure this one will be especially hard for him. You should be there. You'll feel better afterwards, believe me. You mean I can go to the service? You are excused for the rest of the day. And I'm sure Mrs. Dicalma would have invited you anyways. Okay then, I'll be there. Thank you, Dr. Theobald. No need to thank me, Finley. Say goodbye to the old lady for me. And as far as I know, Carl is still on leave, so hopefully he'll be there.
Take care, kiddo. And don't slip on the snow. I already pulled something in my back this morning.
I'm not hungry. Still not hungry, should say. Like I say, it's already nighttime, so it's like saying you're off for the rest of the day is like saying, like at 6:30 that, oh, you don't have to stay until 7, you can go home now. It's like, gee, thanks. Can I ask you in a hot cup of coffee? Perhaps a tea or a saffron roll? No, thanks, sorry. I got somewhere to be. Sure thing. That's why I stopped to talk. I wanted a coffee. You don't seem to like the weather much either, do you? It smells a bit stale.
So you're here too, young one. It's good to see you. The roller coaster of life never stops, does it? A few days ago we gathered to celebrate. Today we're gathered to weep.
Finley.
Hey, Giuliano. I'm so sorry. I wish I had more.
Finley. It's okay. Thank you for coming. I know we haven't known each other long, but it means a lot to me. Please, make yourself at home. There's food and drink. Go ahead, take a seat. Just make yourself at home.
Is there really nothing I can do for you?
Come to think of it, there is one thing actually.
Anything you want. What is it?
I think there's a colleague of yours here too. He didn't hang around long. He just stood in the corner, didn't talk to anyone. Then I think he went out the back door. I haven't seen him since. Could you go see if he's still there? I checked myself, but I got my hands full. Sorry, here I am asking for your help again.
It's no problem, Giuliano. I'd be happy to help you.
Thank you.
Must be talking about Carl. I'm sure Pina made the figurine. Such a nice tradition. I'm proud of you, Pina.
Pa!
Okay, that was it. Did you know Irma? Of course. I love stopping to chat with her during my rounds. She was always sitting at her window with a plate of cookies next to her. She always made me coffee on cold days. I'd love one of her coffees right now. Irma. Can't believe she just died like that. It's so unfair. Wow, you're here. Sorry, Finley. I know how much you liked Irma. How are you feeling? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Just happy I could be here today. Me too, even it has been a bit stressful for me. But I'd do anything for Irma. If there's anything I could do for you, just say, okay? Hey, Finley. Ted, you're here too. Of course. You really fallen in love with this little bar. I didn't know there was a funeral today. And I didn't know the deceased at all. But I'd still like to be here for the wake. I'm sure Giuliano will be glad to see you. I hope so. I was gonna say, this is the first time I've met Ted. Ted is new in town as well. Ted, okay. She doesn't have a place to stay yet, so she moved into the motel room at Gilbert's. She could probably just stay there for a while. The place isn't that expensive and never gets booked that much anyway. Speaking of which, she's working on a book right now. I wonder how that will turn out. Okay. Another life lesson. Don't judge based off of a name. Oh, it was, Greg. Or Gregor. I can't remember. Gregor, you're here too?
Get lost, kid.
Don't you want to come inside? The service is about to start.
No.
There's food and drink too. Lots of people are here.
Leave me alone.
Okay. Never been back here, so I want to see if there's anything else.
It's all my fault.
What do you mean?
I'm doing the best I can. I know the hospital relies on me. I'm the one who's supposed to look after it after all. If your old lady hadn't got sicker, if that water damage hadn't happened, if I just taken better care of the hospital, then maybe she wouldn't have. This is my burden to bear. I'll never forgive myself. All those people in there, see the way they look at me. They know it's my fault.
Don't talk nonsense. You couldn't stop Irma from dying. I felt the same way. I was the one treating her right up until the end. I still believed she'd get better. I didn't want to face the fact that she was going to die. But the moment she passed, I knew she was at peace with it. She was old, her body was weak, and yet she was happy. She didn't want people looking after her all the time. And that's okay. I did my best, and you did too. But sometimes things crumble and collapse no matter what we do. Sometimes we have to say goodbye to people. Sometimes we can't help them. I'm gonna go in now. You can come in with me if you want.
I can't. I'm gonna stay here.
Okay. But if you change your mind, just know that you'll be welcome.
Sure, whatever. I should go. I don't want to disturb the bereaved.
You should do what feels right for you. No one's forcing you to stay.
Yeah, you're right. Let's go in. If we go in at the same time, they won't all be staring at me. And I can slip away quickly if I need to.
Sounds good. Oh, for a second I thought I was controlling Gregor. It's like, what? What was he doing eavesdropping? Is he gonna take that conversation and use it against us and say it's our fault that she died? He's gonna get punched in the face if he does that.
So, did you find him?
Yeah, he's a janitor at the hospital. But he doesn't want to come in. I think he needs some time to himself.
I think we all do. I'm glad he's here, though. Speaking of which, how are you holding up?
I'm coping. But please let me know if there's anything I can do.
I will, my friend. Please sit down. It's about to start. Dear guests, could I have your attention for a moment? Thank you all for coming. I could barely bring myself to speak. But last night, Irma, my dear mother, passed away. She was a real talker, always telling stories, and she was surrounded by people who loved her. That's you guys. Thanks for that, all of you. When I was little, she taught me to play an instrument. She practiced with me, and I hated every second of it. But when I was playing, her eyes would just light up. I wish she could look at me that way again. I want to play a very special song for you. A song Irma requested every time I picked up that instrument up.
I remember one day, it was really frosty when I had to deliver my letters. I slipped on a patch of ice. My whole mailbag fell into the river with all the letters still inside it. And I tore my cruciate ligament. Irma not only helped me fish every single out of the river, she even dried them, restored them, and delivered them for me. Irma worked with my parents in a restaurant. Things had been going downhill for a while, then Irma came up with a new dish. Rainbow beet gratin. It was a hit. Before long, it was the only dish anyone wanted.
Irma and I used to play backgammon together every Thursday in the summer.
How do you know Irma, Finley?
I'll tell you how that squirt knew Irma. He's the one who let her die. It's the truth. Irma was in great shape. Then one day she just bends over, sprains her ankle, and ends up in the hospital. And a few days later, suddenly she's sick. Real sick. And then she just dies. I'm telling you, it's all that guy's fault. Him and all the staff at that awful hospital. I just heard them talking about her right now. They're letting the hospital deteriorate. It's so bad the folks who go there pick up new diseases in the wards. Irma didn't even have the pneumonia until they took her to that dump. I'm telling you, Irma didn't just die. She was murdered there. If St. Ursula's wasn't so useless, Irma would still be with us today. We'd be celebrating, not mourning. Everyone who works there should stand up and take the blame for this. We'd all be better off if that hospital was torn down and never darkened our skyline again.
Ralph, that's a crock of nonsense. Nah, hold on. Maybe he's got a point.
Yeah, St. Ursula's a danger to us all. That's right, we need to run these murderers out of town.
Maybe it would be better that way.
Look around you. Don't you see anyone from the hospital here except for this clown? Exactly, they don't even have the nerve to come to her funeral. Because they know it's their fault, plain as the nose on your face.
But...
Quiet, everyone. Please. This isn't about pointing the finger at anyone. This isn't about St. Ursula's. This is about Irma, my mother, your friend. Finley?
Yeah?
I'm sorry to have to ask you this, but perhaps it would be best if you leave.
But...
Please, I don't want this argument to ruin Irma's memorial. I'll make it up to you, I promise. Let's talk later.
Okay. Yeah, I knew that son of a gun was gonna say something very inappropriate. Oh man, that didn't go how I expected. Looks like my cell phone had no reception at Gilbert's. Me and Carl both tried to call me. Well, I better call Carl first. Hey, Finley. I was starting to get worried. What's up? Want to take your mind off things? Maybe grab a beer somewhere? We could talk if you want. Yeah, I might take you up on that. What were you thinking? Why don't you come pick me up on the high street in a little while? Cool. I need to get out of here anyway. Let's do it then. I'll wait outside. Oh, wrong way. And, well, I don't really think it's needs to be said, but obviously the reason why no one else came to the funeral is because they're all working. I'm not sure why it's making me go the long way around to get to High Street, but maybe he's actually on this end of it. This is one of those times where it's like, why didn't you just do a quick skip and have him like right where he needs to be? Instead of making me walk all this. Seriously, it would have been quicker the other way around now. There he is. There you are. Wait, weren't you meant to be at work today? I was. Dr. Theobald let me leave early. Wow, that doesn't happen often. I went to Irma's funeral service. Alright, so I know this sounds awful, but I just couldn't do it. I wanted to go. I got myself ready and I was just about to head out the door when my legs stopped working. They just wouldn't move. But I'll visit her in the Glowmilk Woods. How was it? There was an argument. People said it was my fault Irma died. What? That's insane! Who said that? Ralph overheard us talking. Us? Me and Gregor Glendower. Gregor blamed himself for Irma's death. You know, because of the burst water pipe and all that. Oh, man. Ralph was really angry. And eventually the others started getting fired up, too. That miserable scumbag. Cheer up, Finley. Don't take it so hard. You know what really happened? After a day like this, you really deserve a break. I already guessed that Gilbert's would be closed today. So I brought my very own homebrewed beer with me. You brew your own beer? Of course, I'm a man of many hobbies. And where are we headed? To Gilbert's. But I thought, you'll see, I've got an idea. This does not sound good. And please tell me I could go this way. Because it's gonna be quicker. And I can guarantee you if Carl is thinking about throwing some punches again, he's definitely gonna get fired. Alright, here we are. Doesn't look like there's anyone else around. Just like I expected. After a funeral, people usually head to the Glow Milk Woods together. Take the memorial figurine to its new home. So, what now? Wait here, let me get the key. Okay, so we're gonna be breaking and entering, even though we've got... Wait, that's not a key! That's the key? Yep. The key to our very own private roof terrace. Are you serious? Of course I am. You think I'd run all the way here for a joke? Come on, it'll be fun. You went to old Irma's funeral service today, right? How was it? It was... nice. Hard, though. Sounds like a funeral worthy of a movie. I know you like the old lady, but it's the same for all of us. I've known her since I was a kid. She was already pretty old even back then. And Giuliano's always been like a big brother to me. He looked after me sometimes after school. Kinda weird that we still hang out so much. But I liked the old slugger just as much as I liked Irma. She looked after me sometimes too. Giuliano was out of town a lot, sometimes for weeks at a time. So she would always tell me stories. Great times. Yeah. I got to hear a few of her stories too. Really? I had no idea. Did she tell you one about the soup gnome? Or the great sugar quake? No, I never heard those ones. That's alright. I could tell you them sometime. I know all our stories by heart. Like I was there myself. Oh, that'd be great, thank you. It was a good idea coming up here. Look at the sky. The snow keeps the beer nice and cold. But somehow I don't actually feel cold at all. Yeah, it is nice here. Thanks for inviting me. Heh, no biggie. I figure you need a little pick-me-up. And cheering people up is my specialty. I'll be sure to give you a good review. Thanks, but it's time to face facts. We got a problem here. Yep, enough chit-chat. Finley, I like you a lot. But when times get tough, it's every man for himself. Behold, the last beer. The last beer. So, what are we gonna do? There's no sugarcoating it. Agreed. Well, that's that then. We decide this here and now. You or me. There's only one way to settle a matter of such grave importance. The same way our fathers did, and their fathers before them. We duke it out, mano a mano. Bring it on. That escalated quickly. Carl's challenged you to a snowball fight. Use L to aim and hold A to throw, or decide how hard to throw your snowball. Darn it. Oof, right on target. Missed. How am I supposed to hit him from up there? Come on. Got him. Oh, just what? Missed it. Ow. Well, that sucks. I have a feeling he's gonna win the snowball fight. Ice cold, Finley, ice cold. Go ahead, take the last beer. You earned it. I'm honored. You were a worthy adversary. I'll get you back next time. Let's see. Hey, you two. Who is this? Oh, Giuliano, up here, pal. Still got a beer left.
How'd you guys get up there in the first place? Don't you want to come inside?
No way, dude. Get your butt up here.
Jeez.
Where have you been?
I was with the mourners in Glowmilk Woods. We put my mother's memorial figure. We found a real nice spot. She'll like it there.
Hey, Giuliano. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry about what happened at the funeral service today. And that Irma passed away. I would have loved to have met her outside of the hospital. I only knew her for a few days, but I was really fond of her. I'm gonna miss her.
Finley, you did nothing wrong. It's me who should be apologizing. I wasn't there when... I've been trying to hide away from it all. I was scared. Scared of that one call. Seeing the hospital's name pop up on my caller ID. I just couldn't bring myself to go to the hospital. I couldn't be there for her. I left her all on her own. And that breaks my heart. Thanks for being there with her, Finley. Thanks for making sure she wasn't alone.
You know, the night she died, she told me a story. It was about the Hibernation Festival. And she was hoping that's where you were. Having a great time with all the people of Porcupine. That you'd associate the night she died with a positive memory. And that you'd remember all the Hibernation Festivals you celebrated together. When she was still in good health and happy. And that the last time you spoke to her wouldn't be at the end. She wanted you to remember her as she was. At the Hibernation Festival.
Thank you for telling me that. It means a lot to me. Oh man, these last few days have been exhausting. I'm so tired I could just pass out.
Is there anything else we could do for you, buddy?
No, it's okay. I just need some sleep. I need to get Gilbert's open again. I hope you guys will still come and see me plenty.
Oh, for sure. If it wasn't for you, there'd be no fun in this town at all. You know, you could build a rooftop terrace up here in the summer. Just picture it. I'd spend every minute I'd spend every minute of every day here. Mulled wine in winter, cocktails in summer. It'd be awesome.
Yeah. I could do that, you know. Night, guys. And take care getting down.
Oh, we'll come with you now. The sense of freedom up here is great and all, but I'm starting to shiver my toes off. Same here. I'm glad we got the chance to talk.
Me too, my friend.
Okay, so I didn't actually have to win the snowball fight with Carl. Just had to have one. I can't wait to get a good night's sleep. Good night, world. Someone threw snowballs at my window. I hope it wasn't my old houseplant back for revenge. Hey, good morning. I've had better, let me tell you. I was just resting my eyes, letting my soul relax for a while. I had a nice dream just starting up about a nice hot fondue. Then all of a sudden, stampede! This huge crowd of people came storming by. No consideration for my beauty sleep. They looked angry. Really? Someone threw snowballs at my window this morning. Maybe it was the same people. Why were they angry? How should I know? They were headed for the old town. Weird. I'll keep my eyes open. Good idea. Take care, buddy. So, is that gonna be an angry mob boycotting the hospital? Probably. Let's see, if it's Old Town, that would probably be up by the fountain, right? Wait, was that the postman? I thought I saw someone down here. Oh, no, it's him, okay. Is everything okay? I'm not exactly sure. I was just shoveling snow in front of our store when I heard rather a commotion. I went to see what was going on, and there was this crowd of people. They were walking towards the town square. I can still feel the adrenaline coursing through my veins. Yeah, I'm guessing Ralph probably got some people riled up, not knowing any better. Adelaide, are you alright?
Dear Lord!
What?
I almost got trampled by a crowd of people. They were really fired up. I asked what they were up to, but nobody listened to me. It reminded me of the Great Riot of Sandalwood. Would you like to learn about that, my budding historian?
Sure.
You should always make time for history. It always has something to teach us for the future. It all happened one hot summer in Sandalwood. Very different weather to what we're experiencing right now. At the time, Sandalwood was also known as Citrus City. A lot of people there worked with citrus products, you see. Juice, candies, soaps. In time, Sandalwood became very wealthy. The huge variety of citrus cakes at the famous Slime Cream Bakery were especially popular. Eventually, though, the owner of the bakery got greedy. From one day to the next, the prices for cakes and pies went up to 5 times what they used to be. At the same time, she started using lower grade fruit in her baked goods. People caught on and called for a boycott. Things got so out of hand, almost half the old town was burned to the ground. All through the local area, the air stank of citrus for weeks to come. That's why they call it the Citrus Summer. A beautiful name for a terrible incident. The owner of the pastry shop got away with it. However, strict requirements for citrus food products were established soon after, and before long, she left town and was never seen again. There you have it, the Great Riot of Sandalwood. Fascinating. You haven't seen a crowd of angry people, have you? What do you like, a hot coffee? Sure, I'd love one. Might help against the cold. Ah, finally. Thank you. I just saw a crowd passing through here. I thought I'd hit the jackpot, but they weren't interested in coffee, unfortunately. Was it a big crowd? Where'd they go? Towards St. Ursula's. I'm guessing you're heading that way too? Well, you can't miss them. I'm just curious on who all's going to be in this crowd, because there's some people I'm going to be like, why? Traitor, you seemed so nice. There's lots of people here. I thought maybe they'd be gifts. Chocolate. But actually everyone's just angry. I don't like it. Uh-oh.
How much more money are you gonna squeeze from us?
Don't you work at the hospital too? I sure do, and it's been far too long. I can't do all this anymore. I've been slaving away for years. No private life, no downtime. I want to make my voice heard. These people have valid points. Why don't you join us? We could really make a difference here.
We want to see the numbers. I'm telling you, St. Ursula's Hospital's got to go. How many of you have suffered here? How many of you have emptied your pockets into their coffers? The fees go up every month, but the quality of treatment gets worse and worse. The staff are overworked, and the building's falling apart to boot. Will you keep on accepting this? Will you keep on sacrificing your loved ones to this hospital? No, absolutely not.
What is this about?
Ah, there's the specialist. What are your plans for the day, con artist?
Let me pass, Ralph.
Go ahead. I'm sure you got plenty of corrupt shenanigans to be dealing with. We'll just see how many more lives you take before someone stops you. That's right, get lost.
Down with St. Ursula's. Down with St. Ursula's. Gonna punch you, Ralph. One of these days I will punch you. Ingrid, have you seen the people out there?
Oh, sure. Bit of an overreaction if you ask me.
Do you think we should call the police or something?
Don't worry about it, kid. This isn't the first time we've had angry folk showing up at our door. I'm sure the protest has been cleared with the authorities. So right now, there isn't much we can do. Ralph's always sticking his nose where it doesn't belong. But when he gets an idea in his head, he doesn't let it go again easily.
So you're not worried? There's even a nurse in the crowd.
Nah, not really. Criticism comes with the territory, after all. No one who comes here leaves feeling amazingly refreshed and rejuvenated. And best, they just feel normal again. And if they don't, well, that's when certain kinds of people get angry. As long as they don't actually charge inside the hospital, it's all good. Dr. Theobald's already on the case. By the way, he was asking after you this morning. Seems like every day he wants something from you now, huh? Guess he likes you. We could go straight up to your ward. That's where he is right now anyway.
Well, since there's actually one of the nurses out in the crowd of rioters, or protesters, I should say, they aren't rioting yet. He's probably checking with all the other employees to make sure that none of them are gonna jump ship. Or at least see where they stand. Seems your whole fan club is here today, Finley. And not just that, Dr. Theobald's waiting for you too. You're a popular doctor today. Have you seen Dr. Theobald around? I certainly have. He's in our break room, which is why I'm keeping out of there right now. We've been clashing on a few matters lately. As such, I don't have much desire for small talk. I heard he wants to talk to me. Of course he does. Please keep it brief. We have work to do. Dr. Theobald, have you heard about the people in the front of the building? Of course. But first, I have a question for you. Did you go to Mrs. Dicalma's funeral service? Yes, and I think it helped me. Thanks for the tip. I'm afraid I'm partly to blame for the protests, though. What do you mean by that? Well, the funeral seemed quite normal at first, but then they started saying it was my fault Irma died. I didn't know what to do. You know, there's one thing you unfortunately need to be aware of working here. When you work at a hospital, problems become part of your daily routine. Generally speaking, someone comes to us with a problem. Sometimes the problem can be fixed. But sometimes, however, unfortunately it cannot. We don't have the secret superpowers. All we can do is make people feel like they were before. That is our business, day in, day out. When we succeed, we rarely rewarded with positive words or deeds. If we fail, a negative response is never far away. That's the way it is, sadly. And our profession is far from unique in that regard. I'm sure you're familiar with the phenomenon yourself. We don't get the chance to provide a diagnosis until it's already not behaving as it should. So what can we do to get these people to calm down? Don't worry about that, please. I will not allow my staff to be attacked or harassed. I'll talk to the protesters and sort things out. What can I do? Do your job. Help those who need help. Solve as many problems as possible. Even though not all of them will be solvable. Okay. I wish you the best of luck. Me first. I'm leaving the break room. I imagine you have questions. I'm sure you want to know how I feel about all this. Whether I'm worried about that little protest down there. Let's both do ourselves a favor and skip that part of this conversation. Please get started with your assignments for today. We'll talk later. time for work. Oh, so we got Ted today. Alright, we'll go with the owl, or owl number 1.
What's all the racket out there?
Oh, just an angry mob of people dissatisfied with our work.
What do they know?
They don't have the first clue of how difficult our work is, do they? How are you doing today?
You tell me. That's why you're here, isn't it?
Alright then.
Pills.
Okay. Oh, we got purple now. Great. So pink needs to stay neutral. Oh, red and pink. Okay. I need blue. How about this one? Will that be everything? I think that works. Alright. Well, your liver rings are improving. Good. But I'm afraid you'll need to stay with us for a few more days.
Well, it hasn't killed me yet. That's why you're still got the pleasure of treating me.
Thank goodness for that.
Don't let it go to your head.
I know what the situation is in this hospital. Even I need to put up with an apprentice doctor. I've not forgotten my duty to teach the next generation.
So go ahead, learn something.
Alright, well, you're not yelling at me directly, so thanks. Let's go see how Ted is doing. So we meet again. Ah, Theodora, to what do I owe the pleasure? It's my lungs. The weather's doing a number on me right now. I need regular checkups. I have an artificial heart valve. Then there's severe hypoxia. You're saying your blood isn't being supplied with enough oxygen? Exactly. I get by, but I'd feel better if someone gave me a once-over. Sure, allow me. I just botched that badly. Gosh darn it. That was bad. Your lungs are fine. Your heart too. I didn't know you could hear a heart valve. Yeah. Not a bad party trick, huh? Ingrid downstairs can write you a prescription for your medication. Great, that's what I call fast service. By the way, things are a little crazy down here right now, or around here right now. Be careful when you head out the door. I noticed, yeah. Hello, Mr. Doctor. Guess what? My tummy ache's gone. My mom's coming to pick me up today. Great! We're really glad to hear that. Shall we give you one last checkup before you go home then? I don't have great patients like you here very often, so I need to make the most of it. Hee hee hee. We'll go with this one. That's probably like a B. Yeah. So it's probably gonna be a overall B for my grade. Well, you got just about the healthiest tummy I've seen all week. My colleagues gave your mom a letter for your pediatrician earlier. Now you need to be careful what you eat in the future, okay? Can you promise me you'll do that? Yes. Dr. Gerda said the same thing. I should listen to you. And you know what? What? She says you're a good doctor. Really? Yes, because you made my tummy ache go away. And she says you made her tummy ache go away too. But you know what else? No, what? Dr. Gerda's a good doctor too. Because she made my homesickness go away every night. You're right there, Emma. My colleague will take you down to see your mom in a minute, okay? Take care, Emma. Bye. Is that Gerda in the one room, the other owl? That would make sense. And then the fact that I was going with a different voice. I have a lot on my mind right now. Let me take a quick look at your results. 1 great, 1 okay, 1 god-awful, sorry. I understand all too well that you're under a lot of pressure right now. Nevertheless, your performance is solid. There's hope for you yet. I have some organizational tasks to deal with now. Have a nice evening. Take care of yourself. Do you think the protesters are still outside? I expect Dr. Theobald's dealing with that. Don't worry so much, Finley. These kinds of things can weigh you down, but it'll all blow over in a few days. You've got the day off tomorrow. Sleep in late. Time off is precious. Enjoy it. Oh, is it wanting me to go the back exit? Something's off here. Oh, I think I got off on the wrong floor. Now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I did. That's my mistake. I was like, this doesn't look right. Yeah, this is where I need to get off.
Better not go out there, kid.
What? Why?
The protest's still going strong. Called the police already, but they say there's nothing they can do. Yeah, right. Your colleague thought better of it just now, too. I think she had tears in her eyes. I wanted to say something, but she turned back inside and ran past me.
You mean Mia? Where'd she go?
Don't know, back upstairs, I think.
And Dr. Theobald? Wasn't he meant to talk to the protesters?
I don't know anything about that either. I haven't seen him at all. He probably got held up with his luxury vending machine again.
I'm gonna go check on him.
You do what you need to do, kid. We can't change what's going on out there right now anyway. Make yourself a coffee and wait for it all to blow over. That's what I say.
Well, I need to find Mia. Because if Mia was in tears, that's something that we should be checking on. Alright, I'll go and check in Theobald's office. Coincidentally, the place I accidentally went to. Dr. Theobald, are you there? Dr. Theobald? Where'd he go? Looks like he was here not too long ago. Maybe there was an emergency. The shelf looks the same as always. Everything's still where it was this morning. It's like Dr. Theobald just vanished into thin air. Maybe he fell through a rift in time and space. He could be living in another dimension right now. A world where pizza can cure cancer. If only. But then pizza would be like upwards of like $10,000 a slice. So, Finley, we meet again. Does the boss have time right now? I need to talk to him. Oh, Dr. Theobald's not in there. His office is empty. What? Strange. I mean, Theobald usually leaves the door to his office open. But only when he's actually in it. Have you seen him around today? Nope, that's why I'm here. People on the ward can't sleep with all that commotion outside. I was gonna ask Dr. Theobald for help, last resort, before I go out there and kick some butt myself. Well, I spoke to him this morning. He assured me he was going to smooth the situation over. Well, guess that didn't happen, huh? I just bumped into Mia too. She was pretty upset, poor thing. Mia? What was wrong with her? No idea. I called after her, but she ignored me. She just said that Mr. Andes was back. Mr. Arndez? Yeah. You remember that old geezer, right? Why is he back? Always with the questions. Grandpa was sent to the best rehab money can buy at our expense. Then he's not back here 2 minutes before and he goes and poisons himself. Probably thought his wood oil was a bottle of gin. Is he? Of course not. What is it with you and the drama? Which way did she run? Upstairs. Arndez is on the 4th floor. If I had to guess, I'd say she's up there. I'll go take a look. Alright, guess I'll go hunt down the boss. Thank you, Sandra. No problem. So is Mia upset about the protesters, or was she supposed to be on watch for Mr. Arndez when that happened? Have you seen Mia? Yeah, she just scurried past me. She's on her way to see a patient. Have you lost something? No, well, yeah, maybe. Weird answer. Well, if I find something, I'll keep hold of it. Once you decide you've lost something, can you ask again? Hello, young grasshopper. Dr. Gatera, is there a Mr. Arndez here in this ward? My duty would normally prohibit me from simply divulging such information, but I could feel the tension in the air. It surrounds us, it permeates us, the universe together. Yes, Mr. Willie Arndez is a guest on this ward. He was just setting out for a walk down the hall. One of my own favorite cure-alls as it happens. Mr. Arndez, can you listen to me for a moment, please?
Bungum, I don't have to put up with this. I already told you I didn't steal any blueberry pudding. And why didn't I get a pick with my dinner today?
Mr. Arndez, please, I need your help.
Why does everyone keep asking for my help? I just want to be left alone, damn it. Who are you, all these people out there anyway? Clear off, you're not getting my money.
Mr. Arndez. Mia. Finley, there you are. What's going on here? I wanted to do something. I have to do something. What happened? Why are you talking to Mr. Arndez? I was just on my way home. Those people, they're so angry they called me names and threw things at me. I can't go on like this anymore. I'm here to help people, aren't I? Why are they getting on my back for that? I know, Mia. I know. Last time Mr. Arndez was here, he was barely responsive. I was hoping to ask him about the night of your accident. Maybe he knows something. That's not a bad idea. Mr. Arndez, can I ask you something?
What is it now? You. Don't I know you, sonny boy?
Yes, we met before. You were at this hospital a little while ago. Last fall. You had an accident. Do you remember?
Yes. I know your voice. What happened exactly? Tell me.
We were looking for you. We think the broken elevator took us both to the disused ward. I found you there. You were injured.
Oh, that was you? I was just trying to get back to my room. I don't know how I ended up in that place.
What do you remember about it?
Not much. I'm not as young as I was. I was looking for my room. The hallway was completely dark, but someone had left a desk lamp on. There was a bed covered in folders and paperwork.
And then?
Then I heard your voice. Not the most pleasant way to wake up. And that's not even mentioning the headache.
Is that all you can remember?
No. After that I was back in the blasted hospital. My time at the rehab place was worth it, though. I've not had beet lasagna that delicious since I was a kid.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Arndez. You've been a great help. What does it mean? A lot. You remembered the desk, Mia. That bed I saw on the 5th floor with the documents on it. Carl said there was nothing there. But Mr. Arndez saw it too. Exactly. So what now? We need to let Carl know. Maybe he'll know what to do with this information. Hey Carl, what are you up to? Wait, you have a hidden camera in my apartment? I was just about to call you. Things are starting to get out of hand here. Me and I want to do something about it. What a coincidence, I was thinking the exact same thing. Come on over, I've already got an idea. Wait, have you ever been to my place before? No. I live on the high street next to the bakery. Got it, we're on our way. Let's see. I was about to say we could take the back entrance, but I don't know if they're going to be still out there or not. Let's go. Let's see if they're still there.
It's gonna be a long night. Good job, I've just put on a fresh pot of coffee.
Oh. Oh, Mia, aren't you going to change? Okay. Maybe I'm the only one that can phase through a wall or a pillar and be dressed differently on the other side. Oh, they're still there. We might want to go around the back. Yeah, good idea. Screw you, Ralph. You son of a gun. Oh, she is in her street clothes now. So I know there's really no way to properly compare it, but like these are like either patients or people of the area protesting the hospital, and then actually some of the staff protesting as well. Sad but true scenario. Like over the last few years, there's been numerous cases of like healthcare systems having situations like that. Maybe more so with like the employees rioting, or I keep saying riot, protesting, or going on strike. The most recent thing was, I believe it was like CVS and Walgreens pharmacies. Their employees were pretty much doing the same thing, like a case where, well, kind of like the story that the old goat lady was talking about, where the one bakery owner got greedy, was charging more, and then using less quality products. Kind of the same with these pharmaceutical places, making the employees work more, do more, and either, doing pay cuts or cutting hours, or like, yeah, basically to where, fewer people working but having to do so much more. And yeah, that's the hard truth about it. It's like, yeah, these people, if you go to a pharmacy or a hospital, either one, and you got, staff there that are maybe not the nicest to you, before you really jump to conclusions, you could just take a moment to think about maybe what their day's been like up until that point, and realize that maybe they've been there for 12 hours already. They've been dealing with a lot. They've had to deal with someone that was worse than you. This is his place? Okay. Hello? Hey, Carl, it's us. What's the password? Password? You didn't give us a password. True. I guess that one's on me. Can you let us in, please? It's pretty cold out here. Not without the password. Hold on, I just need a minute to think of one. Okay, alright, I've got one. The password is mango. Keep it to yourselves, don't pass it on. Great, will you let us in now? Not until you give me the password. Mango. Ah, it's you guys. Very good, very good. Well, what are you staying around there for? Come on in, it's way too cold outside. Carl. And then Finley came along. Mr. Arnott hasn't exactly confirmed that, but he said that he remembers stacks of folders in a bright light. What are you thinking, Carl? I think it all fits together. I used my involuntary vacation to do something. Or do some thinking. I never liked this whole situation right from the start. First, though, I need to apologize to you, Finley. I was never quite sure if you'd been imagining things or not when you had your accident. But I can see now that you were onto something. So, what are our conclusions? That we need to go deeper. Deeper? I'm the longest serving member of staff at St. Ursula's after Ingrid. I do the rotas, manage our inventory, and put our orders together. What are you getting at? We need to go to the hospital's document archive. That could be where we find the answers to what was going on here. You mean the big storeroom in the basement? Surely we can't just walk in there. No, the storeroom's always locked. Even I don't have access to it. But I have an idea of how we can get in there. It'll require perfect teamwork, though. This is a delicate matter, like an ornate glass figurine. We need to consider our every move carefully, like chess grandmasters. Wow, you really put some thought into this. Of course I have. So listen carefully. Old Glendower has keys to the building in his office, including the key for the archive. That's the one we need to get. How are we going to do that? Sometimes Gregor stays at the hospital late into the night. Seems like he's got some kind of project he works on in his office after hours. I don't know what it is, but he sure puts a lot of time into it. And over the course of many night shifts, I've noticed something. At exactly 1 a.m. every night, he leaves his office and sets off to see Ingrid. Yes, that's it. Slowly, he sets out on his trusted path. Step by step. Foot by foot. His mind never straying from his goal. Until he finally reaches Ingrid's desk. Two always spend a while chatting. Then Gregor grabs a coffee and heads back to his office. And you know what? When he goes on this little walk, he never locks his office. That gives us the perfect window to get in there. Finley, you wait until Gregor leaves his office. What? That's when you go in to look for the archive key. Sounds good, but he must have lots of keys. It'll take me a while to find the right one. No problem. That's where Mia and I come in. Word on the street says you're a talented actress, Mia. What? Me? Oh my god. Carl. Good evening, my dearies.
What's with the disguise?
I'm on leave right now, right? It's best if I stay incognito while I'm in the hospital for now. I don't want any more trouble.
Okay.
Good, now where was I? Ahem. Please pay no attention to me. I'm just an old fragile little granny. Just here to visit her little son. I suppose I'd better head up to his room. Oops! Oh my! My hip! Such pain! Ow! Don't worry, I'm coming. Fear not, I am a competent junior doctor. I'm here to help this poor old lady. It looks like she took a bad fall with no outside interference whatsoever. What's this now? If you get a costume, I want one too. After all, I'm playing the courageous doctor in shining armor. Alright, I guess. As I was saying, I rushed here right now to help this injured person. This looks bad. You there with the broom.
What? Me?
You look strong. I implore you, help me with this old lady.
What's with the amateur dramatics?
No drama here, sir. This is serious. I need to make sure this person has not sustained any more severe injuries.
Humph. Alright.
And then, boom! The key is ours. The perfect plan. Now there's just one thing left to do. Head down to the basement and into the document archive. Oops. We gotta go this way. Oh, wait, that's the lab. And then I think it was this way.
Good job, team. It's test time.
Oh. Before we go in there, what exactly are we looking for? I'm not quite sure yet, but we'll know when we see it. Wait a second. The door's already open. What? That can't be right. The door's always locked. Maybe so, but it wasn't today. Maybe you're right, Carl. Let's check it out. Oh, Carl. Someone was in here recently. How do you know that? The layer of dust isn't as thick as usual. I haven't been in here in ages, but something just feels different. Like someone's disturbed the energy of the room. Since when are you the mystical type? Hey, back off. I can sense these things. You'd better take a look around. Maybe we'll find something unusual. In movies, archives like this are full of secrets and treasures. In real life, I guess they're full of boredom, too. Medical records, doctor's letters, studies, labs results. Some of these documents are older than my parents. There must be loads of thrilling stories stashed away down here. Look up here. Finley, get down from there. You'll break your neck. Mia's right. We all know those boxes are out to get you. How'd you get up there anyway? It doesn't matter. Someone's taken some folders off of these shelves. You can still see a print in the dust. It's pretty obvious something's missing. What? Let me see. Yes. It's definitely not normal. I know it doesn't look like it, but there is actually a system in this archive. And something's clearly missing here. This empty space should be filled with at least 7 years worth of receipts and bills. You're right, Carl. Why do you sound so surprised? I thought you'd be used to that by now. Do you think this means anything? I think it does. What's really interesting is that all the missing files belong to the same time period. They'll all be documents that would potentially be needed for communication with the health insurance companies. Those kinds of documents don't just disappear. But they might be moved to another location because they're still needed. Like an old hospital bed on the 5th floor, for instance? That's gotta be it. There must be someone who knows about this. Dr. Theobald, maybe? I don't think so. He hasn't been seen in a while. Should we go to the police? Uh-oh. There's someone outside. We need to get out of here quick. Agreed. Is that a crude drawing of Dr. Krakowski? Rude. What are you doing down there? Carl, is that you? Sandra, we just stumbled onto something big. Have you seen Dr. Theobald? I need to speak to him urgently. The boss? Haven't seen a whiff of him. I need to see Halil and pick up some blood results. It's not like there's anything... It's not like there's anyone here who's actually meant to be working on our ward. We'd be better, but you'd better settle in anyway. That crowd outside is way bigger now. Wouldn't be trying to head home right now if I were you. Not that I could think about clocking out off. Too much to do. The wards are all pretty much full. So come on, make yourselves useful. Sanders is right. Finley, we should lend a hand on the ward. What about the missing documents? I'm sure that could wait. We need to give Gregor his key back and help up outstairs. You're right. What about you, Carl? Oh, is it wanting us to get in the elevator? I don't trust that. It's not gonna give me that option, though. Alright, we'll see what happens. Could use a little help here. Oh, that was Ingrid. Let's have a look. Oh, great.
Don't say those lies.
You're coming out of those bunkers! Ralph, you crackpot. Just go home, okay? You can't just come in here like this. It's not allowed. Please. Just let us do our job. The noise you're making is bad enough. But more importantly than that, you're blocking the main entrance. That means you're stopping us from admitting any more patients. Please, just leave.
Bah! That's just a lot of stupid excuses. Who's going to stop us? You? Patrick here has a terrible ailment.
Exactly. Ow, the pain. That's enough.
Not only did you cripple him for the rest of his life when he injured his arms years ago, that nasty little runt attacked us both just the other week. Patrick's still recovering to this day. And that's not even mentioning the psychological trauma we both suffered.
Don't be ridiculous.
Ow, my arm! See? We have every reason to be here. And every right, too. We're not leaving until we get some answers.
Get the chief physician out here, now! But, hasn't Dr. Theobald come to speak with all of you already? He assured me that.
Of course he hasn't. As if he would get his fat ass out of that comfy chair.
Will you all just listen for 1 minute?
If he's not going to come down here, we're going to go take this to him. That's right. And you know what else? Let me through, damn it. Help, quickly.
Renee, what's up? This person. They were just standing next to me in the crowd, and all of a sudden they fainted. I just managed to stop them from hitting the ground. They don't look good. We should take them to the ward.
Typical, always the same. The next poor soul for you to bleed dry.
Finley, lend a hand here. But what about Dr. Theobald? I'll try and find out where he is. And I'll try to find out more about the missing documents, too. We'll talk later. Alright. Let me through, you scumbags. The patient is in very poor condition. I'm glad you brought him to us. Do you know what's wrong with him? I'll take care of this. Please, just give me some time. Mia, Finley, please look after the ward. There's a lot to do as ever. And this isn't helping. Sure, we'll take care of it. I want to help too. Good. Ask around the other wards, see if anyone else can help out. Consider it done. Alright, I'll probably do this. We'll see how much more there is after this part. Let's see. Don't you need any help here? What I need most of all is time. The best way for you to help me is to take care of the ward on your own. Forgive me if I can't monitor your work as closely as usual. You and me have been here a while now. Prove to me that I could trust you with our ward. Okay, so it's all the ones on this side. Greetings! And the same to you. You're struggling with inflammation after a abdominal injury, right? Let's take a look then. Gosh darn it. Using all my fingers for that. This is a textbook inflammation, but I can see you've had all the important vaccines. We need to cool the wound properly, and you'll need antibiotics to treat the infection. Got it. For now, I'll just keep as still as possible. Good idea, and get well soon. I see you have a gastrointestinal infection. That's true. And you had a colonoscopy last night? Correct. There are probably better ways to spend your evenings, right? You're not wrong there. Alright, let me take a look. Alright, this again. Okay, so 3 of them, but they're in the wrong spot. So let's go stomach, blood, foot, bone, tooth. Okay, tooth is in the right spot. Let's go foot, bone, and stomach. Oh, there's more. Oh. And eye. Oops, that's worse. Okay, so I need to bring back stomach and foot. So foot's probably here. Stomach will say here. We'll go oh. So I put foot there, there. So I guess foot's not part of it. Oh, maybe it was blood. Okay, so stomach is good. We'll go blood. Or maybe eye. Blood. Hand. Okay. So hand here. Tooth, hand, stomach, blood. Which one have I not put over here yet? Alright. No serious abnormalities were found during your colonoscopy. Your symptoms indicate a flu-like infection. That's good because it's treatable and shouldn't trouble you for too long. But we need to get your electrolyte and water levels back up. And you need to make sure you drink plenty of fluids, preferably tea. Okay.
Something's not right here, is it?
Honestly, I'm not sure. It sure feels that way. Protests are still going on downstairs. It's gotten bigger even.
Yes, I've noticed.
And we've had someone collapse on us too.
One of the staff?
No, a protester just kneeled over out of nowhere. Or just keeled over out of nowhere. Dr. Krakowski's diagnosing him now, but we don't know what's wrong with him yet.
You know, I've worked in the healthcare sector for decades. There have always been scandals, arguments, criticisms.
Some time ago, a large number of hospitals came to a decision that would end up having huge ramifications. Healthcare was improving, people were healing and recovering faster. In a very short time, the average length of a patient's hospital visit was halved. Accordingly, the hospital decided to halve the numbers of their nursing staff. But the workload remained the same. So then came the overhauls, the saving strategies, that kind of thing. We're still seeing the effects of that decision today. I also see the shortcomings here at St. Ursula's too. What I'm trying to say is, I know what you're going through. I'd like to take a look at your readings if that's okay.
Of course.
Alright, stomach, blood, foot, bone, tooth. Okay, tooth is good. Let's go bone over here. Then stomach. Oops. And then blood. And then foot. Okay. Stomach. Skull. Heart. Okay. Oh. So blood needs... No. That's right. It says one of these is in the wrong spot. So let's put heart here. And... Is it foot? Yeah. Oh, I'm almost afraid to tell you this.
What is it? Is it all over for me?
No, quite the opposite. Your readings have improved significantly.
I wasn't expecting that, I must admit. But that's all part of the profession, too. Funny how things turn out sometimes.
You should rest a little more. I think you'll be able to go back home soon.
Your wish is my command.
Oh, and one more thing. If I can help in any way, just say. I'd be glad to. It's really nice of you, but you're a patient here. The only thing you need to work on is getting healthy again. If you insist. Finley, can you give me a hand, please? Just finished my assignments. That's music to my ears. Can I take a look? While we're looking after the ward on our own, we should compare results to each other to keep each other on track. Smiley face. Oh wow, that's pretty good, Finley. Man, I don't think I could perform as well as you under stress. I've got to say, I'm a little overwhelmed right now. All our beds are occupied, I can't keep up. We'll manage it. I need to head up to the 4th floor for a few minutes. They're having trouble there, too. Everyone's pitching in while they can right now. Can you take on a few more people? Sure, I can hold the fort. Thanks. I'll be right back. Good evening. Can you tell me how you're feeling today? Had awful stomach cramps ever since last night. And diarrhea. My head feels like it's about to explode. The injection will keep your pain in check at least. Okay. I feel like I'm going to die. Well, we wouldn't want that, sir. Perfect. Okay, injection done. I hope it kicks in soon. I've never felt this bad in my life. We'll give you a full checkup as soon as we can. In the meantime, try and get some sleep. Please hurry, there's something really wrong with me. I know it. Good evening. Can you tell me how you're feeling today? This morning it felt like the flu. Now everything hurts, every breath I take. And how's your digestion? Everything went right through me this afternoon. The painkillers didn't help either, only a little. I'm gonna take your pulse, then we'll see what we can do for you. Alright, see if I can screw up this one. That sucks. If it stays simple, it's no problem, but that one just gets really bad. And your body's fighting something. We're gonna find out what it is as quick as we can. Thank you. Help is it contagious, or is it always so busy here? Don't worry about that. My colleague will be back to check on you again soon. Good evening. Can you tell me how you're feeling today? Struggling for air. Everything hurts. Help me, please. Of course, we'll adjust your medication. Thank you. Alright. So I need to get rid of the red. Need to add a couple of orange. And then maybe... No? Because with that, I need to have one that adds a pink and minus a yellow. Oh. And then, is that good? Looks like it. Okay, my colleague will be here in a minute to give you your new medication. Thank you. I don't want to die. We'll do everything we can to make sure that you get well soon. I promise you that. Oh no, I'm sorry. The fourth floor is even fuller than here. All the beds are occupied. There was some talk about whether we could fit more beds in somewhere. And then there was an incident. An elderly lady collapsed. I had to lend a hand for a while. And I didn't know the place so well, so it's alright. Take a deep breath. Better? Better. How did it go here? I'm done with everything so far. Can I take a look? Should be at least a B. Okay, I'll take it. Everyone seems to be doing better. It's nice to know I can trust you with my tasks in case of an emergency. I'll try to return the favor soon. Thanks for taking over. How do you feel? Well, that was heavy going. I could use a break. I completely understand. Thanks for taking over here. Have you heard from Carl yet? No, now that you mention it. I haven't spoken to him. Should we give him a call? Maybe he has some news for us. Good idea. And? Nothing, he's not picking up. Strange, I hope everything's alright. Finley, Mia, come quick, please. The patient in room 302 is really sick. Can't stabilize him. Uh-oh. Is that the one that they brought in? Finley, Mia, quickly. Help me stabilize the patient. The cramps keep getting worse. The patient is unresponsive. We need to... Oh. What? Dr. Kakaski, Be quiet. Sandra, take the deceased details. The patient suffered from severe and regular abdominal cramps. We noticed heavy gastrointestinal bleeding. Dr. Lin would advise against surgical treatment. The blood work needs to be evaluated immediately. We know the bleeding was caused by a bacterial infection. Everything else will become clear soon. Please, leave now. Is there anything we can do? Yes, there is. Please give me a little space. And get some rest. But don't you need a break? Not right now. This is an extreme case. I'll consult Dr. Katera and wait for the results from Dr. Halil. I need you fresh and well rested in the morning. If this patient feels sick without warning, others could too. Even if there's no indication of direct risk of infection, please be prepared. We'll know more tomorrow. Yeah, that is not good because a couple of the patients that we helped were feeling the same way with gastrointestinal issues. Oh, what a night. Whatever. Time to get to the hospital. And with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it there for today. Quite the number of events that have happened with this stream. Went to a funeral service, got accused of ill treatment. And then the person that did that started protests. And now it looks like we're possibly facing some type of outbreak. So, gonna try to get back on to continue this on. Next earliest time I can get on is Wednesday, so stay tuned for that if you want to check in and watch. But yeah, that'll do it for me for today. Thank you everyone for watching, and hope you all enjoyed. And as always, until next time, I will see you later, and take care.